Hello guys and girls, White Ninja Art here, back with more Devilian, and this time I actually have my Evoker, or Mage as I like to call them. So I'm going to start this up and I'm going to go through the build path that I play and give you guys some idea of how to play late game, or later game should I say. I'm not sure what the level cap is on this yet. I think it's around the 50 mark, just over. I'm yet to actually work that out. I know my mate's just got to level 50. However, you can't get any higher because there's extras in the game that you have to consider, which is a shame, to be honest. Which I'll show you about anyway at some point. Okay, so for now, what I'm going to do is I've literally just jumped back into my game. I've not actually played it since a couple of days, like 3 days or something like that. So I'm going to show you the build path that I'm playing and how it works. What I'm going to do is, as I progress through, I'll change my skill path and show you the different ways to play. Okay, so I've gone for control. Obviously there's assault and burst. Now these are personal choice. They do have different effects and different means for different things. So control at the minute is my favourite one, and this is basically how I've built my path at the minute. Now there is a big thing which I didn't realise when I first started playing, that if you master a get a mastery point or full master in it, it actually changes the effect of the skill. For example, if you look at the mana shield here, one says absorbs incoming damage of 30%, reduces incoming damage by 30%, whereas the master one is absorbs damage. So there's big differences amongst the skills. Same for the meteor strike, where it creates a fire zone, which is absolutely incredible, really strong. And same with all different ones. They all progress differently, and it's a really good idea to actually master out the ones that you use the most. As you can see, I don't actually have one in Icicle Storm. I'm yet to decide if I actually want to use this until late game. I know the cooldowns help if you use it, because obviously you got like meteor, but the cooldown on that's 35 seconds, so it's ridiculously large. However, it does have a pretty big effect that when it kills someone, you actually get reduced cooldown by 3 seconds. And as you'll see, the way that I play, that this sort of stacks really nicely, and you can get some decent cooldowns on it if you do it well. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is gonna go for getting a mana shield. So I only need 2 more levels, so level 43, and I'll be maximum mana shield. Then I'll max out the excuse me, sorry. Then I'll max out the extras on the side, as well as potentially going for Icicle Storm. But I'll go through Assault and Burst another time in another video and describe how these sort of work. But I'm just focused on control for this video. Okay, so I've got them all set up in my bars. Like I said when we on my previous video, if you're not seeing it, go check it out when you started. My left click's my usual zap, and then one's my freeze in this case. So the idea behind this build is sort of to group them, so it's like a group destruction sort of build. So the best thing to do is, because this has got some really fast attack damage, if you take the move speed on your shield, this can help a bit to speed things up. So you use your move speed shield and you just literally shoot them and just run past them. They'll follow you as they progress up, and the idea is to get as many grouped together as possible. So I'll use this for an example. Obviously these are only normal mobs, but then what you'll do is use your black hole to pull them together, freeze them in place, and drop a meteor on the ground. By doing this, you actually kill pretty much everything in zone. But by doing this as well, as you can see there, I killed everything straight away. It also gave me a cooldown on my meteor to full, so I had no cooldowns at all. So by doing it this way, it actually stops you having any cooldowns, which is pretty big, to be honest, especially if you start doing some serious damage. Your meteor is really strong, so it's a good way to build it, especially with shield. You can just run through them, take a bit of damage, and well, you don't even take damage actually. If anything, you heal off them. It's ridiculous. So pull them all together, drop it, freeze them in place, and then just kill them. And as you can see, that damage over time ticks for really high amounts. Then just kill off any straddlers. Meteor's up already again, so once again I can just use it again if I need to. Good for bosses. So it's quite simple. It's quite effective, quite easy, and it's the same sort of combos. If for those who have been playing, like who realise like this is just how it is. Like all the combos are sort of the same. I'm guessing late game it might change slightly, or when they develop it a bit and make some some more combinations or stuff like that. I will show you my items. It's just the generic items for this this type of level I am. It's nothing special. It's just the abyssal set, and I think I got Dawn credit. I don't know. I Dawn corset. No idea where I actually got this from. It was just a random drop, which is I think one step ahead of what this is meant to be. So my next set, my next dungeon will be this. So I don't know if you know, but as you progress through, you go into dungeons, and each dungeon has a category, I suppose, of different different types of armor. So the abyssal was one. Next one will probably be Dawn, but however I've not got there yet. So they all have different sets and different attributes. This one, quite a nice one as well. Like the 5% increase would be pretty lovely. So I'm going to get it. I've only got greens there, so I'll probably change that. But as you progress through, you find out simple things about putting in artifacts and stuff like that, which I actually have one. I don't know why that's not in there. Maybe they're not permanent. I'll have to have a look about that actually. Have you got it? No. Yeah, so that's something to look into. You can put stones and key rifts into them and change them up and stuff like that. So that's how that works. So that's basically how this this build's running, to be honest. The Icicle Storm I've not done. If I was to put Icicle Storm in, I'd use it in the same sort of principle. Maybe use it instead of Meteor or something like that, but when I've got enough points, so basically round them up. So do what I'm doing here, pull them in, then instead of just using Meteor, use Icicle Storm on top of this, which will do some nice damage as well. So it might just be worth doing it that way rather than me just missing it out completely. So I might look into actually implementing that into my skill, even if I only put 1 point in it. It's another nice big percentage, to be honest. So it's a good way to do it. And boss is a bit more difficult, but I'll show you what it's like. There you go. It's not overly hard, but you know, it's all right. It's get the job done, don't you? Simple enough. So this is basically the Meteor build, or the Meteor Strike build is what I'm gone for here. I will go the control, I suppose. I'm gonna max this out and get it really going and see if it's actually worth using, and see if the other one's worth using as well. So this is only a short video, just discussing on how how I'm building my sets and good ideas on how to do it. And basically I'll just keep changing it and keep trying different ones, and let you guys know pretty much. Well, I hope you enjoyed this small guide on the Evoker and how to build the controlled style attributes, and what process you should use your skills in to be able to get your maximum damage. Hope you enjoy, guys, and I'll see you next time for some more gaming videos.